Come on, man. What's good? What's good? Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Hey, man, I ain't get enough coffee. On my second cup of coffee. Still need more coffee. Rock 03, man. I feel good. I'm back. We back. Joseph Brown, what's going on, man? Jay Good, what's happening? Focus Ball, Boxing, and MMA. Dark, what blazing in sports. Don Zebe, Fast Lane Jones, what's going on? Syndicate J, what's good? Michael Johnson, Boxing Talk, and more, what's going on? Cedric Fuller, what's happening? J.A. Dixon, Slip the Jab, what's good, Slip the Jab? Robert Walker, what's going on, man? Brothers UK in the building. Lowland Profits, what's going on, man? Fan No Stand Boxing, salute to you as well. Zoe, let's go, what's good? Joseph Brown, I am Mr. Muhammad. What is going on, Mr. Muhammad? Jay Gravy Davy, excuse me, man. I'm slow today. What's good? Royal Kadash, what's going on, man? Toot Robinson in the building. What's good? Ivy Webb. Lady, how are you? What's going on, man? MMT Pros, what's going on? Raleigh, North Carolina in the building. What's going on? Macadon 1, it do. Brian S, what's going on? Kane DeBago, what is Otto Wallin? Otto is Otto Wallin. That shit sound like a spare part. Toot Robinson, what's going on, man? I think I said what's up to Toot. What's going on? What's blazing in sports? Jay Bird 904, what's happening? T Plums, Macadon, what's going on? So what's up, everybody? All right, let's get into this. Rampage 53. Otto Wallin fought on that Showbox card versus with Shield Hamer. I've seen the dude fight. He's trash. I've seen him fight, and the dude is trash. Straight up and down. This a bum bash. That's what it is. Sorry, now I'm not going to call somebody a bum, but I'm going to call that fight a bum bash. Okay? Just think of it kind of as a trademark. A trademark name. It's not calling him a bum, because I know some people real sensitive about people being called bums. But, it is what it is, man. That's a trash-ass fight. It's the four out of 5 trash fights, dog. MMT, do you think Brown versus Pascal fight is what's coming for Porter versus Spence? Why? No, I don't think anything like that. Why would I think that? Marcus Brown is not. I don't know who's Errol Spence. Who's Errol Spence in this? What's going on, Justin Marsh in the super chat, man? Much love in that super chat, man. In your scenario, who's Errol Spence? Because no, I don't. First of all, I think that in no scenario was that similar, because what's going on, Jim, the producer in the building? Because every time that Marcus Brown wasn't getting knocked down, he was winning. He was winning the rounds, except for the time he got clocked. He got clocked, and he's chinny. So no, I don't think so. I think there's a significant chance for a very big beating, but I do believe the headbutt. The only thing that could happen is the headbutts, because Sean Porter's a dirty fighter, man. Very, very dirty fighter. Marcus Brown should have lost to whatever, I can't pronounce that name. He also got dropped and had a close fight with Castillo. Yeah, man, I think dude's just a little chinny. He's like a poor man's Chad Dawson, who also lost to John Pascal in a technical draw. A technical whatever it was. Did Canelo lose another title? Yes, he did. He lost the IBF. Oh, MMT said that's what I thought, the headbutts. Yeah, with the headbutts, there's definitely potential for that, because that's what Sean Porter's going to try to do. But I'm sure they'll have the referee up on Sean Porter, man. They're not going to go into that. That's a big money dude, man. They're not about to let that dude just bop heads and do all that kind of crap. More than likely not, anyway. We'll see, though. We'll see. But yeah, Canelo lost another one, man. Dealing with Oscar De La Hoya and his incompetence. That's incompetence. That's incompetence on behalf of DAZN and Golden Boy. Why wouldn't you just go ahead and let him fight Demetrius Andrade? That's all he had to do. Cut to the chase. Fight Demetrius Andrade. You unify all the belts. If they wind up fighting, if Canelo winds up fighting Demetrius Andrade after all that nonsense, they could have just done it to begin with. Canelo could have still had 2 of his belts, and you can move on. But I think that had a lot to do with the zone wanting to pick wanting to make the Gennady Golovkin fight, and Canelo saying no, I'm not fighting him again. I already beat him. I beat him, and Canelo think he beat him twice. And then he went in there and just straight up beat him the next time. Fought him exactly how he wanted to get fight. How Gennady Golovkin said he wanted to fight, and beat up Gennady Golovkin. He beat the dude twice. Why you got to keep fighting this dude? What's going on now, Raja? Triple D, Texas. Saw a recent video saying Sean Porter is looking dehydrated and stuttering during images. Perhaps he's overtraining for Spence. He's probably should have moved up in weight a while ago. He's looked drained the last several fights he's been in. He's looked drained in the last several weigh-ins that I've seen. He's looked drained. You know, he's a big guy, man. He's a heavily muscled guy. Bob said Otto Wallin is dangerous. That's what he's supposed to say. I wouldn't expect anything less from Bob. Sell it, Bob. Sell it. Sell it, Big Bob. But Big Bob will tell the truth on other people, but he's selling a stinker there, and he knows it. Otto needs to take the spatula out and pay attention to what's going on out there. Yeah, man, dude is just, take your nose off the table, pick your nose up and pay attention, homie. Come on, man. Come on, you got stripped because you ain't paying attention. Wake up. Dog, wake up. And Canelo out there spending money doing whatever he's doing down there in Mexico, like a baller. He's running around trying to be a baller. And trusting these cats, they're taking care of business. I believe what Canelo's saying. Then hold on, what? I got stripped? What? Why didn't you make the Daranchenko fight? Oh, I'm sorry. We just going to push him a little further. What's going on, General? Squirrels. Tyson Fury fighting some Highlander-looking guy now. Yeah. Talking about, you're just jealous, you big dosser. Jealous of what? You really think Tyson Fury that we believe you're getting $10 million for Otto Wallin? You think for real that somebody's supposed to believe that you're getting $10 million to fight Otto Wallin in front of 4,000 people on ESPN Plus? Bob Arum is a lot of things, stupid and frivolous with money is not one of them. It's not either. Neither one of them was one of the things he got. He ain't over said not plus. Nah, man, exactly. He's on it. Oh, is he going to be? Oh, will be a free on ESPN. Oh, yeah, especially free on ESPN. Oh, $10 million for that. Yeah. Yeah, give him a starting guard. Give him a starting point guard salary in the NBA for that, for Otto Wallin. Man, they just trying to hold their breath, trying to get to they just trying to make it to the Deontay Wilder fight. Let me just make it. We just need to make it there because Tyson Fury is chinny. Tyson Fury is chinny. He's chinny like Marcus Brown's chinny. Who you have in the fight between Wilder and Ortiz? I got Wilder. I got Wilder beating Ortiz, but that's a tough fight. It's tougher than Otto Wallin. I'll tell you who I would take over Deontay Wilder and Otto Wallin. I'll tell you who I take between Deontay Wilder and Otto Wallin. I take Deontay Wilder. Oh, Otto Wallin might give him a good fight, something. He might break his knuckles with his face or something. You never know. I know who I'd take over Deontay Wilder and Tom Schwartz. There would be people writing stuff all over the place if Deontay Wilder announced he was fighting Tom Schwartz. Back-to-back killers. Tom Schwartz and Otto Wallin. Who's next, dog? Who's next? Frazo Kendo. Bring out, dog. I was like, man, he's about to, what's going on, Sir Flame? I'm like, man, this dude is about to fight Charles Martin. Wow, that's a big step up. But it was too much to ask Tyson Fury to fight Charles Martin. Too much to ask to get him to fight Tyson. Nah, that's a little too steep. That's a little too rich for my blood. That's what Tyson Fury said. Nah, Charles Martin, that's too rich for my blood. I need some Otto Wallin. I need Otto Wallin. Just checking in, much respect. What's going on, Monster? What's going on, man? Kermit the Frog is real. Fury versus my Uber driver last week, and Wilder versus Nathan Gorman. Yeah, man, he could fight Gorman. Hey, dude, I would take Nathan Gorman. I would take Gorman over Otto Wallin. Over Otto Wallin? At least I know who Gorman is. You know what I mean? At least Gorman been in the ring with somebody. Gorman get knocked out too, dog. Man, if this was Deontay Wilder couldn't get away with fighting Adam Kornacki. Okay? They wouldn't let Deontay Wilder get away with fighting Adam Kornacki, let alone Otto Wallin. How long you think Otto Wallin's gonna last with Adam Kornacki? With Adam Kornacki. Come on, man. Y'all, it's ridiculous, dude. Kermit the Frog is next. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Tyson Fury is wild. He's wilding, all right. Yep. Van Lee. Deontay versus Juicehead. Why you think Juicehead that Danny Dubois is juicing up? He ain't with Matchroom. He ain't a Matchroom fighter. If he ain't a Matchroom fighter, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. That's Dope Room over there. Matchroom got all kind of Matchroom about to sign Billy Joe Saunders so he can get a fresh supply. So he can tap in with Eddie's D-ball distributors. How about we all boycott Fury fight? I bet Bob put him in tough after that. I don't believe it. They're filling in dates, man. They're filling in dates. They got a budget. He's gonna hold on, dog. Hold on. He's gonna hold on and sell that idea. Trap House. Hey, Trap House Box is up in here. I didn't see Trap. What's good, Trap? I ain't seen Trap in a minute. I still don't see Trap. Where's Trap? Where's the Trap man at? I don't see Trap House in here. Trap House Boxes is bad. That's the shiznit there. I say, yeah, exactly. I ain't boycotting. I ain't watching it no way. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of time and a waste of my stress. Because they're going to be talking about how he's the greatest fighter ever for how he dominated Otto Wallin. They're probably looking to get a knockout. I think that's what they're doing. They're like, look, man, we need a knockout. The only replay they have of Tyson Fury, when was the last time Tyson Fury knocked somebody out? Like knocked somebody down? When was the last time Tyson Fury knocked somebody down? Was it Steve Cunningham with that dirty ass punch where he put his head down to the side, pulled his glove off? When is the last time Tyson Fury? They need a Tyson Fury highlight, something other than this fake shit that they give people rounds. They gave that new rounds for. They're gonna say he had Muhammad Ali moment again. Yeah, man. Oh, because he slipped. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get out of here, man. When Iron Man 1 came out, that's how long, dog. Since I would believe that's probably around about that time frame. About how long was Iron Man? Iron Man 1 was like 10 years ago, though. It ain't been 10 years. But it's probably been a good 5 years since he knocked somebody down. 6 years. Did he knock down Chisora? Yeah, but that's all them. Yeah, dude. Look, man, that's just a credit to Ali. Everybody's compared to Ali. Manny Pacquiao's better than Ali now. I swear, dude, I'm about to start a new series of videos. Just retort. Every time Max on Boxing comes on, I think I'm going to do a response to Max on Boxing. I think I'm going to be a Max Kellerman troll. Many kind hearts, man. You a little animated today, Don. Hey, man. Hey. The coffee, man. And I'm happy to be back. I took a day off. You know I don't be taking days off. But I took 2 days off without doing any videos. I usually like spend a good amount of time, so I just rested all weekend, man. I got a lot of energy. But yeah, I'm animated. And I'm looking at ways to improve my channel, and that's one of the best practices to keep people engaged. You move your hands. And I always speak with my hands, but I usually do this. And I was in public speaking, I try not to, but in this particular environment, engaging you with my hands is a way to increase interest in the channel, in the chat, to make it, so you're just not looking at a blank screen with me talking like this. I really do think that Tyson Fury needs to fight Otto Wallin, and Otto Wallin he's a respectable top 10 opponent. He's been in the top 10 for several years now. I don't know how he was, but all that shit. Fanon, you on that Starbucks Valley coffee? Nah, man, I'm on this. I don't know what this is, but whatever it is, it's working, dog. But it's really the rest. And I was happy. I did an analysis of my channel, and I was like, oh yeah, it's doing well. I had just so you guys know, I have an approach to my channel where I have like certain metrics in my channel that wouldn't be obvious to you guys that are, that I look for. So when I set a goal, I wanted to move my CPM and increase my percentage of watch time. And I did not watch time, but the percentage of how long people watch through the video. And it's been pretty successful, man. I'm really happy with that. And so I like when I set a plan, a metrics-based plan, and then you do what you do, and then it works. You know what I mean? I like that. Because back when I was doing it differently, I would get a ton of subscribers, right? Like a lot of subscribers, a bunch, like just going for subscribers. That made me unhappy for 90% of the comments that I got, because there's a bunch of people talking crap. You don't really, the monetary aspect of it sucks, because all they do is click in, talk shit, and click out. What is the full meaning of Peter Pan, Lions Den Boxing Community? Hey, thanks, Matthew Valentine. So yeah, man, it's good. That's another reason why I'm kind of happy. Because and I added a new graphic to my videos. I have one more little camera trick, not trick. Yeah, I guess it is a trick that I added to the videos that you'll see on these ones that are uploaded. Just make it a little more interesting. So I think that I'm complete. Ron Figure said, you are very intellectual, Fanon. It's in depth to me. Thank you, man. That's what I do. I'm not going to try to keep up with channels that put out 30 videos a day and 2-minute videos and 3-minute videos. I go nuts doing that. The guys that are much more talented at that than me. So I got to be me, and I'm happy. I try to keep it positive, except for I'm not going to keep it positive when it comes to Tyson Fury and what that boy is doing, because that's a joke. That's a joke. And let's see when the Ring magazine, let's see WBA going to strip Cinnamon next. I don't think so. But they did kick out Dillian White out of the rankings. The WBA did kick I'm slapping Goofy's head. Yeah. Oh, by the way, do not slap what's Woodstar TV? Do not kick out Woodstar TV, please. I know that there's beef with cats and Woodstar TV. I got that. But I am on his channel every day. I watch. There's only a certain number of people that I watch. Okay. And he doesn't have a very big channel, but his breakdowns are funny and they're good. And I like watching them. Okay. And I can't comment on his video if he can't comment on my channel. Okay. So whatever beef y'all got with Would Be More TV, please keep that shit off of here. Okay. Cause I lose a lot of channels that I really like listening to. Okay. I lose a lot. Cause when cats in the LDBC ain't down with you, dog, I will ignore you. I will cut. Okay. I will cut. All right. I am a trooper like that. You know what I mean? But come on, man. Let me know why in an email first. He said, damn, no more slaps. Not just Woodstar TV. Okay, just Woodstar TV. Slap away with everybody else, but just Woodstar TV. Let me enjoy my one channel that I can. There are certain channels that I go to, where I can comment. I'm not going to have a million comments after my comment where they're talking crazy about me. I get to just go and have fun. You know what I mean? Listen to somebody joke and be able to comment. All right. It's just, I like Woodstar too. Just don't do it. Let me enjoy his channel. Okay. He's got an interesting approach to how he breaks down fights, all that. I like the guy. Okay. Anyway, what is this? Oh, can't answer that, homie. Hold on one second. Damn. I'm going to be unprofessional. All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Swerve. Do I get to make fun of somebody today? 90% of heavyweights have or are taking PEDs and masking it, so don't understand which I'm Dwight. Oh, yes, you do. He tested positive. And you pulling out some nonsense. 90%? Where did you get that number from? Out your backside, huh? Just out your backside, right? The witch hunt comes from him testing positive. It ain't no witch hunt either. He got caught. Ain't no hunt. He got caught. You don't hunt a dead duck. That dead duck is sitting on the table, homie. He's got caught. Wasn't anybody hunting for him, okay? Nobody was hunting for him. He got caught. He was walking, boop, 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 broke his leg. He was laying there. Somebody saw that duck laying on the road, picked his ass up and threw him on the table, okay? Get out of here, man. You're tripping. Don't literally get out of here, even though you probably already got thrown out. But come on, man. Have you ever seen Shakur Stevenson's tweet about his Max Kellerman interview? He was straight calling him out for not ever posting the video online anywhere. He's straight calling them out for not posting the video online anywhere. Oh, man, look. I be trying to tell y'all think it ain't real. Y'all think it ain't real because you're negotiating your way through it because it works for you. You think it ain't real because it's working because you think it's working for you. It's not. And no, they're not going to post you over there, Shakur. They don't want boxing to become the NBA. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it like a TI is. They don't want boxing. They don't want their pound for pound lists. They don't want their fighters of the years. They don't want their trainers of the years. They don't want the boxing. They don't want boxing looking like the NBA. Period. The NBA changed the rules so that the NBA could please stop looking like the NBA. But they couldn't do it because all it did is all the big dudes like, shit, we'll shoot this. Whap, 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 whap. Where's all the Eastern Europeans coming in droves every year? Not anymore. Because they just can't play like these dudes. These dudes are hungry. And that's what it is. Ring Magazine doesn't want their Ring Magazine listen looking like the NBA. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. In the United States, I ain't talking about Great Britain or nothing else. The vast majority of the professional football players are you know what they are. You know what they are. And that's why they keep putting the quarterbacks. But they keeping that quarterback position, and they're going to change all kind of rules to make that quarterback position all the more important. I'm not mad at you being animated. That was me. Eagles Web Boxing. What's going on, Ashanti Eagle face? I'm all right. Much love in that super chat. Thank you. Love them threes. So anyway, you know what it is. That's what it is. And that's what they're doing. It's just obvious. Like, no, we need these. That's why Bob Arum is, look at who Bob Arum is having this dude fight. But besides them being garbage, this dude just is about to fight a German and a Swede, and a German and a Swede and a Brit are fighting in Las Vegas. What? What's the what? Let's look at the optics. Lomachenko is the greatest fighter since a young Ali. Man, I used to make these dudes mad when I point out, Gennady Golovkin is Mongolian. He's Mongolian, dog. Go look at his mama. Man, but that's what they're doing. Let's open that super chat. Afro Rican G. That's what it is. They don't want it looking like that. And they're gonna do everything they can to keep it from looking like that. If you get back, if you stick around, you're right. If you stick around, if you get back, same old thing, dog. Same old thing. He's basically brought the domestic levels fighters to the U.S. Yeah, no doubt about it. The real Marlo, what's going on, man? What's happening with you, the real Marlo? Much love in that super chat. And now the Mexicans want too much money. And now unlike they used to be able to get over, now these Mexicans been around long enough, they want the money. Like, oh no, Oscar made how much money? Oh yeah, I need some money. I need the money too. Yep, we'll go find somebody else. Did he say Floyd better than Ali? No, I didn't say Floyd. No, he didn't say Floyd was better than Ali. He said that if you're talking about Bob Arum said Lomachenko was better than Floyd Mayweather. And he's better than Manny Pacquiao. And he's better than Sugar Ray Leonard. And he's bigger than Andre Ward. And he's better than Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua and Bernard Hopkins and every other fighter that's fought since 1967. This dude is 12-1. They still call him he's virtually undefeatable, even though he already lost. He's virtually undefeatable, although he has lost. Floyd never been knocked down. Look, man, Floyd ain't never lost. Floyd fought 50 fights. Floyd is a hella fighter. These dudes can kick rocks. But, hey, man, it would be rinse and repeat if they didn't do it. So they have got to go out of their way to do this nonsense. Otherwise, the entire pound-for-pound list, 70% of the pound-for-pound list would look like the NBA if they were being fair. They're being fair. Come on, man. You can't tell me you can't find a way to have Gervonta Davis, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, all on the same list at the same time. If you're putting heavyweights up there and Deontay Wilder, right? They put heavyweights on there. So why not Deontay Wilder? Why not Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, and Gervonta Davis? And I know I'm going to be missing because Gervonta Davis, there's no better reason for Monster in a way to be on there than Gervonta Davis. For what? This dude's won 2 championships. He's undefeated. He's knocked out everybody but one guy he's ever fought. What do you see in Monster Inoue that looks like it's any significant bit better than Gervonta Davis? What about Gary Russell Jr.? Gary Russell Jr. ain't lost to nobody since he lost to Orlando, since he lost to Vasily Lomachenko, and he took Vasily Lomachenko the distance and won the fight on a card. Why not Gary Russell? Why not Gary Russell Jr.? What's wrong with Gary Russell Jr.? But no, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see that on the list. Gregor White said, a Brit, a Swede, a Dutchman boxing in Vegas. Yeah, Circus Delay. Volcano said, what's good for Don in the chat? Yes, sir. Much love to both of you. Just come on, man. I'm just saying, y'all better chill on that Floyd blasphemy. Look, man. Oh, Peter Pan, what'd you get deleted for? All the LDBC are, dude, you know what, man? Mike, thank you, man. I was about to go in on Peter Pan. Why is he keeps coming back? I see Peter Pan First of all, dude, Peter Pan likes to play with little children. Just so you know what Peter Pan is. Peter Pan is an old-ass dude, old-ass man that pretends like he's a little boy so he can hang out with a bunch of little dudes on an island in tights. Peter Pan. Michael Johnson, Boxing Talking more. I don't know why y'all talking about Otto is an undefeated fighter. Very dangerous fight for Fury. Dog, you know you funny. Much love in that super chat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Undefeated. Undefeated. Just like Lucas Brown was undefeated when he fought. You know Michael Johnson playing. Very dangerous fight for him. He's chinny. If he touches his chin, then yeah. The D's and nah, man. Michael Johnson ain't serious about that. Peter Pan is a don't put that in the comment section, Greg. I got to take that off. I got to remove I got to not remove moderator. Hey, delete your post, man. Please delete that word. YouTube real funny, dude. I couldn't do it. But if you could remove that comment, I'd appreciate it. No disrespect at all, but they real funny with stuff. Real funny with stuff. Ronald Finkel, thanks, man. Yeah, you got to get on that. Water while we had the boat. Oh, man, I can't wait. This fight is Friday. That's what's up, Marlon Swicey Sims. I see you out there talking that good ish on your channel, too, man. Otto has no power, so how will he outbox Fury? He can't box. He's a straight up walk you straight to you fighter. He's a straight walk straight to you, 1-2. Every time he throws a punch, Tyson Fury is going to be on the other side, man. What you think about the Marcus Brown fight? Marcus Brown ain't got no chin. Marcus Brown ain't got no chin. And he sucker for that. He's a sucker for an overhand right. Dang, he got dropped with the same punch 3 times. Dog, adjust. You know what I mean? That's what he's going to hit you with. That's what he's looking for. You get in exchanges, that's what he's looking for. I think he could have just outboxed him, just stayed away from it, boxed for 12 rounds, and had no problem. Yeah, get caught in exchanges with his hands down. But the same shot. That's why I don't like this guard. I don't like cats that fight the majority of the fight with their hands down like this. They're on that Hollywood trip too. What's that? Yeah, at least get your hands up. Somebody kept getting caught with the same shot. The same shot over 3 times. And got dropped every time. Adam Konecki gets knocked out in the first round by Wilder. He'll go 2 or 3. I think he'll go 2 or 3. But he got to move his head. Otherwise, that's bye-bye. That's bad. Get up out of here, man. No doubt. He said, oh, no doubts. We watching at Marlon Swicey Sims. Yeah, man, I watch your videos. I check your videos. I saw you riding in the car, getting geeks out talking about somebody's son getting knocked out. Hey, hear what you said? That's somebody's son. We getting vicious. Somebody's son getting beat up tonight. Somebody's son getting beat up. You know, whoever I beat up, that's somebody's son. It's going to be a sad night for them. He was talking that big smack. I like that. It felt like karma. He benefited from a cut from Badu Jack fight. Yeah, that's right. A cut cost him this fight. Yeah, that's unfortunate, though. I don't still like to see fighters get with cuts, you know. But John Pascal fooled too. But he came back tough. He came back tough. Very experienced fighter. He was looking for that overhand right. Looked just like Spencer Fearon. That mother remind me of Spencer Fearon. Speaking of, but I love, except for I like John Pascal. Yeah, he stayed on him. I served 88, no doubt about it. What up, Fanon? Team Spence, man down, strap season. We in the building. What's up, Cooley Stevenson? Yeah, man, that's fights. What's that, September? That's September, right? What is it? August? It's less than 8 weeks away. Was it 6 weeks away? Something like that. Man, these fights keep coming around, man. We're getting a lot of fights this year. Hey, they do, yeah, they kind of look, yeah, they do him and Spencer Fearon, yeah. Jean, oh, yeah, September 28th. So, what's that? 7 weeks out. Yep, 7 weeks out. Mars, so Icy Sims. Yeah, I feel real good for 9. I will continue fighting strong and representing the LDBC. That's what's up. Keep it going, dog. You be putting in that work. Chris Brown, what's going on with you, man? How you feeling? Curtis Anderson in the building. What's good, man? It was absolutely wonderful having you on the show. Absolutely wonderful having you on the show the other day, man. That was a lot of fun. Let's, though, let me go somewhere. Let me see something. Let me see a little something. Kornacki. Who you guys got with Kornacki versus Ruiz? That would be a fun fight. Kornacki kind of reminds me of Ruiz, but not as good. Who does Kornacki? Actually, Kornacki reminds me a lot of Areola, but I like Kornacki. I'm trying to see something, man, because I know I'm missing something. How in the world are they going to let this? How are they going to let this dude? Oh, my God, man. Anyway. Corolla warns Lomas Campbell. Lomachenko is close to unbeatable. Man, unbeatable by you? Yeah. Without a doubt. Man, you know, Lomachenko close to unbeatable. Not in the UK. Not with Eddie Hearn repping you. You can make it happen in the UK. Get on that juicy juice. Hold on 1 second. I got to do something. Forgive me. Oh, man. I can't stand. I get all of these. Okay, there you go. Oh, what was this? Oh. No, this is... Sorry, I had to do something real quick. Just take 1 more second. There you go. There we go. All right. So where were we at? What do you think about Yard Kovalev? I don't know, man. I haven't really watched a lot of. I mean, I've watched some Yard, maybe 3 fights of Yard. I think Yard is a good fighter. He's obviously very big, very strong. And the question for me really is that, you know, what does Kovalev have left in the tank? If Sergey Kovalev has a lot left in the tank or more left in the tank than Yard thinks, that could be a lot of problems, man. Because Kovalev can box. When Kovalev fought Alvarez last fight, and he didn't go in there just looking for the knockout. He went in there boxing, and he listened to, who was he with? Not Ronnie Shields, but who was he with, man? Is he with Buddy McGirt or Ronnie Shields? Somebody tell me, whoever his trainer is that he got, because he didn't have the Russian fighter, the Russian coach he had before. Yeah, Buddy McGirt. He's got Buddy McGirt in his corner. If he listens to Buddy McGirt and he's got enough left in his tank, I'm going to take Anthony Yard. Because Anthony Yard seems to be big. He's big, he's strong. But, you know, I mean, he must be trying to go in there and just bowl over Kovalev, and I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, with Buddy McGirt in the corner of Kovalev, man, Kovalev's going to be really tough to beat because he's got and I think that Sergey Kovalev has probably learned his lesson from Ward and Alvarez. He learned his lessons from Ward. He learned his lesson from Alvarez, or at least he's had those lessons. And I just don't know if Yard if there's any reasonable amount left in the tank, If Kovalev is 85%, 90% of what he was, I'll take Kovalev. I just have a hard time visualizing Yard beating him by any other means than by overpowering him and wind up, breaking down an old man who used to be good. So do you think Marcus Brown has the goods, or is this loss was bound to happen? I'm not big on Marcus Brown, man. I'm not Brown because he's chinny. And generally speaking, I don't like dudes that slap women up. So that, to me, he's chinny. He's chinny, and he seems unfocused. The chinny part is the worst of it, though. Because you get hit with a shot, the same shot 3 times. What's going on, man? What did he say? Add him in. Ruiz's game is to get inside. That's where he has to be because he's usually the shorter fighter. And he counterpunches. Andy Ruiz counterpunches. But I'm interested to see. Ron Finkley said Kovalev is unpredictable, but against Yard, if he gets him to the body without taking Kovalev great range, he's done. Yeah, no, that's something. Because Yard is strong enough, man, where he can get you. Brown is chinny, man. I missed both knockdowns going to the bathroom. Yeah, man, that was ugly. He might not have recovered from the first one. That could be it, but he got dropped every time he got hit with that, though. Maybe he needs to go up and wait. But he looked a little thin, too. But it is what it is. Do you think Marcus Brown? Oh, you asked me that one already. Can't wait for Tank to take on Loma. Tank going to KO Loma. If it happens, I don't believe that Bob Arum's really wants to make that fight, man. I'm not a believer in the Top Rank, man. Top Rank said, I was listening to an interview with Bob Arum on Top Rank, on IFL TV. It was about a half-hour interview, and I listened to it, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly – listening to what his mindset is about fights, talking about Mick Conlan, I was like, yeah, that's pretty much what he does. What I always thought, that's what he always does, what I think he does. He's not putting guys in championship fights unless he really believes they can win the fight. Translate that into if it's close, the fight ain't happening. Okay? If the fight is close, it ain't happening. The exception, I really believe, with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd, he might have thought it was close. I don't think he did, but Manny Pacquiao had already went through, he had already cashed out on Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao had already wound up face first on the ground with Juan Marquez. So I think he just was like, all right, it's time to make the fight. It's, not going to miss out on all this money, But what he said about Mick Conlan was, he's like, Mick Conlan's going to get what's going on, Ashley's Corner? How are you? He said Mick Conlan is not going to fight for a championship fight as quickly as Shakur Stevenson, because they're not going to put Mick Conlan in a fight for a title unless he's virtually assured that he's going to win, right? So he's like, he's a little behind on his development. We're not completely convinced he's going to win. And if Top Rank has great matchmakers, unlike Matchroom. I don't know who's matchmaking over there at Matchroom. Matchroom needs new matchmakers because their boys keep getting whooped up. Like that ain't happening. That ain't happening in a Top Rank card. Top Rank, you ain't having that. Which is why I don't get what's going on, Mr. Gillian. Yeah, Jeremy said unless it's the WBO title fight. Exactly. That's why I don't get why people say the PBC doesn't put fighters in tough. There's upsets in the PBC on a regular basis. Dremel Charlo and Tony Harrison. You just saw Jean Pascal. Jean Pascal beat probably their best 175 pounder in Marcus Brown. You got Deontay Wilder fighting Tyson Fury and tough fights with Tyson Fury and Luis Ortiz. You have guys that are fighting one another where there are tough fights being made. Shoot, you got Mike. They put Mikey Garcia in with Errol Spence. That's not like, as far as Mikey Garcia goes. Oh, that wasn't no good. That was a you about to get beat type fight. You know. Same thing with this Errol Spence Jr. versus Sean Porter. That fight is a tough fight for both those guys. They put Manny Pacquiao on with Keith Thurman. That was a tough. I'm really getting sick of this revisionist history that somehow Manny Pacquiao just destroyed Keith Thurman, which was not the case. That was a close fight, but for the knockdown, which I don't even believe was a legitimate knockdown. I think that Manny Pacquiao stepped on his foot as he was moving back. But regardless, you're not going to see that on the top rank card. Top rank cards, you know who's going to win. Every fight. Every fight is more like a promotion for somebody else. Like, let's put this, we're going to put Mick Conlan in a fight where we know Mick Conlan is going to look great. And then they're going to do that for a championship fight too, which is why when Bob Arum was like, why should we waste our time with these mandatories? You know, when a champion gets to be, you know, significant and big, you know, hey, they shouldn't have to fight mandatories. You know, let's just do away with mandatories. Right, so you can keep matching your fighters with your own fighters. I want my boy on one time to get his belt back. Yeah, hopefully he'll come back, but he got a lot of money. I expect him to go away. Getting whooped like the Golden Boys. Oh, man, they dudes be getting whooped. Man, they did Canelo. Canelo! You better ask somebody, Canelo. Stop letting them dudes plan your business for you. 2 belts, you're 2 belts shy. Let me see. Subscribe. Michael James says subscribe. Yeah, man, subscribe and hit the like button, man. Subscribe. That'd be awesome. Appreciate your continued support, Gravy Davis Slew Games. Oh, subscribe to Ashley's Corner. Y'all take a second. Ashley Corner be putting out them good videos too, for sure. Big Gervonta Davis, my fellow Gervonta Davis fan. My fellow Gervonta Davis. Are you in Baltimore, Ashley? Adam, I think it's good. AJ isn't in the light right now. Maybe he is focusing on getting himself right for his choice. Yeah, I kind of like the way that Anthony Joshua is staying silent. Just out of what's going on, I am Will. I like how Anthony Joshua's keeping his mouth shut and doing whatever it is he's doing. But whatever it is, man, they keep saying they're going to be announcing this when this fight's taking place. And that announcement keeps getting pushed out, dog. It's been 2 days. It's going to be happening in 2 days for the last month and a half. Sugar, much love in that super chat, my man. Super fantastic. Tank Cabbage Patch Davis, that is the dude. Hey, I will say this though. Tank don't want no smoke with Wilder. Hey, dog, he got a little bit polite on that camera as Deontay Wilder was looking down upon him from a foot down. Yeah, that's a big ass dude. Is Tevin Tank Farmer gonna happen? Nah, man. Eddie ain't feeding Tevin. Eddie Hearn ain't feeding Tevin Farmer to the PBC because that's food. That's food. It'll be great, but it's food, dog. Food. Tank versus Farmer is gonna be great. It's gonna be great for Tank. Man, Tevin Farmer's gonna get caught something ugly. He might be able to duck and dodge for a couple rounds, dog, but hey, he can't punch for doo-doo. And that body ain't going nowhere. And I don't believe Tevin's mean enough. I don't believe he's mean enough. I believe that's a knockout, man. I think Tank, I agree with Adam. I agree with Sir Flame. Tank gonna hurt him, man. J-Dub, what's Mr. J-Dub in the building? What's good, man? What's happening? Beverly Rose putting the plugs in. Check out the LDBC blog website and sign up if you haven't. Start your own forums and chop it up with the family. Run by the family at ldbcnewsning.com.blog. Yes, sir. Almost guaranteed to be troll free. Salute King. Where's King Louis? King Louis in the building? I ain't seen King Louis in a minute either. Damn. Hey, King Louis, what's good, man? Yeah. Wasn't Tank and Wilder going at it on Twitter at one point? Yes. No, well, yes. He said something crazy about. He said alluded to Deontay Wilder losing to Tyson Fury and said something about wild swinging and Tank was on that on Twitter, sipping on Twitter. That's what he was doing. He's sipping while he was on Twitter. I think that was the cause of that. Hey, Fanon, UK boxing fan here. What you think about Fury? I think it's a joke of Otto Wallin. Yeah, it's a joke. It is. It's an absolute joke. Farmer is not, dude. He's not what? Crush the Legend? No, I believe it's an absolute joke. It's not a competitive fight. Otto Wallin is not a competitive fight with. I mean, come on, man. Just for you to be talking like you the best and nobody can touch you, nobody can beat you, why would you fight them? If nobody can beat you and you are hands down the top heavyweight in the world, why are you fighting him? Why wouldn't you fight somebody better? There are better fighters. Jeez, try to get Chisora. Have a trilogy with Chisora. Fight one of them young dudes, man. See if you can get. Come on, man. For now, Farmer got. What? Am I missing something? My time frame off? Is my time frame off? KQKC going on early or something? Like KQKC just went live, and that's usually like a half hour early. Maybe I'm missing something. It's almost 1 a.m. Yeah, I'm like, what? Maybe he's doing a test thing or something. Anyway, Gervonta going to knock Farmer out. Yeah, I believe that 100%, man. 1 p.m. It's 1 p.m. there, yeah, so it should be another half hour. But, whatever. There's no way anyone can watch the Fury fight. It's not interesting at all. Nah, I'm not big on that at all, man. I'm not big on that at all. But, hey, man, Tyson Fury got to do what Tyson Fury got to do. He's chinny. Terrence Crawford, Keith Thurman, or Danny Garcia. Terrence Crawford, I'd rather see Terrence Crawford fight. I'd like to see him fight Keith Thurman. I would love to see that fight. I'd love to see him fight that fight. Farmer's best opponent was Pedraza, who lost to Tank. Yeah. He got beat by Pedraza, didn't he, early in his career? Oh, Fury will sell less than 5,000 tickets. They're going to give away 5,000 tickets. But I don't get it. Maybe they think so. I don't get it, man. I don't get the whole. I mean, Vegas makes sense because people could go there to gamble, and you can give tickets away to people that are already in the casino. So if somebody's already there, like you can get stars that are already in the building there to watch. Like, hey, Alex Rodriguez was gambling. Wife was throwing a concert in Vegas. So let's give him some free tickets and send him in the front. He's like, all right, I'll go to a boxing match. It ain't like Alex Rodriguez went out of his way to go over to it's not like Tyson Fury would have went. I mean, Alex Rodriguez was like, yeah, I got to get these tickets to this Tyson Fury Schwartz fight and stop what I'm doing in New York and make sure I fly out to Vegas to see this fight. So maybe that's their thing, that it can just be a nice little, like a nice little comp to people that are in a hotel at the time. That makes sense because where else will they be able to give tickets away? where you got a captive audience who are coming in that weekend anyway. like instead of drinks, you know how they go by in the casinos, they give you the drinks at the table. They'll give you a drink, they'll give you a complimentary drinks at the craps table and a ticket to the Tyson Fury fight later tonight. That is the only possible reason why I think that could be the case. But you can't do that in New York because that shit would be emptied in a mug. Who's your hometown guy? You going with Farmer? You from Philly? Yeah, that's against some odds, man. Yeah. Let me go back. Well, since White isn't technically suspended while his appeal is playing out, Fury should fight him in the UK. No sanctioning body is going to sign up for that. None of them. The BBBOC can be crooked as a letter Z, which obviously they are from that move. But none of them are gonna honor that fight. They're not gonna honor that fight. They need to know. I mean, I hope that they wouldn't. Every time Tevin Farmer's gonna beat you like I beat your brother, it's an inside thing, and pisses Tank off. Very personal fight. I said, I'm gonna beat you like I beat your brother. Oh, he beat his brother in a boxing match? Yeah, all right. Keep on talking, dog. Keep on talking. Oh, Texas D said Fury going to sell like 30,000 food tickets. Tell them they're going to give them tickets away as a comp. They're going to give the tickets away, going to hold it. They're going to cut that shit down again, give it away as a comp, and make sure people are in there. Yeah, and then they're going to. ESPN is really good with their cameras. I'm from Philly and I don't like Farmer. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't have a problem with Farmer. I just don't think he's got the punching power to keep I don't think he's got the punching power to keep Tank off him. And it's a southpaw matchup, which is going to affect Tevin Farmer's defense. So for me, I'm like, nah, man, I'm seriously leaning towards Gervonta Davis in that, man. Crusher Legend says he's not the goods. He just can't punch, man. You know what I mean? He's Sweet Pea like. You know, he's very Sweet Pea like in his light, like Sweet Pea light. But I'm like really confused here, dude. Oh, he's just playing with this. KQKC must be just playing with his screen or something. Yeah, Sweet Pea-ish, like super Sweet Pea light, dog. Every time I see Tevin Farmer, I think of when Debo told him I'm gonna knock your dude. He cockeyed like a mug, ain't he? He's a Diet Whitaker. Yeah. Oh, he died? His brother died? Oh, yeah, that's crazy. He said he's going to beat him like his brother. Oh, man, I didn't realize his brother passed. I thought maybe he beat him in an amateur fight or something. Because I know Tank got in a fight with his brother last year, but, man, that'd be real unfortunate. Kevin Shepard, maybe Fury was really messed up in the Deontay Wilder fight and he can't take any head trauma. I do believe that has something to do with it because he's, like I said, he's chinny. Yeah, they're trying to make it happen, man. He don't want that Wilder fight. And I don't believe it, and I'm not going to believe it till he gets in the ring, man. Because the way that he ducked out of the last negotiation. Loma is a beast, but he better be careful about UK conspiracy. He needs a knockout. Lomachenko has to knock out Campbell, and I don't know if he can. Quite honestly. I think Luke Campbell's a good fighter. And if Campbell can go the distance, then Campbell can get he can get a dirty decision. Absolutely. Matchroom just showed what they're capable of. That Oscar Rivas thing was so. I don't think I've ever seen a fight more fit. I might have watched a fight that was more fixed because I didn't know what was going on behind. But knowing what happened in that fight, I've never heard of a fight as fixed as Rivas versus White. Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Look, man, Campbell can fight a little bit, man. Campbell can fight a little bit. And on top of it, Lomachenko's getting old, man. I'm telling you. Lomachenko is getting old. His eyes are cutting up. Dude, every fight, he's bleeding every fight, man. He's bleeding every fight. And that's one thing I'll say about Tank. Like the biggest problem he would have with Tank is his cuts. Because Tank's going to hit him. Tank hits him hard enough in either one of those eyes. Lomachenko's is going to be beaten up. He's got very, very, very fragile eye tissue. If you just look at the way he's cutting up in these fights, that's something that could cause him problems. And in the age, this is a long time in the ring for that guy. But nobody. Yes, he had a lot of amateur fights. If Tank sees blood, it's over. I'm telling you, he's getting cut up a lot, man. From the Mariaga fight on. Loma is tender now. He ready? Loma is tender. Yeah, he is. But people, you call me a hater if you want. I'm just saying. Same with you guys. Same with you Manny Pacquiao dudes, all overjoyed and going too far. It's an accident waiting to happen. Accident waiting to happen. I can't imagine Loma taking those shots from Tank. Well, if he gets in the ring, you're going to imagine it. You get in the ring, you're going to imagine it. But Lomachenko's a dog too, though, man. He's a dog. But I know he's not fought anybody like, I know in the pros he's not fought anybody like Tank. I don't think he's fought anybody remotely on Tank. I wouldn't say remotely because I think Gary Russell Jr. is that level of fighter, but that's down at 126 pounds. Or 120, that's down at 122 pounds. Right? No, was it 126 pounds? That's down at 126 pounds. That's not Tank, but it is I think they do have some things in common though. Isn't Gary Russell Jr. a southpaw too? Nah, man, I don't think he has ever been in the ring with somebody like that. I mean, the same thing could be said of Tank. The Tank's obviously not been in the ring with anybody, the same skill level as Lomachenko. So it goes both ways, man. But yeah, Russell's a southpaw, so similar. And I wouldn't mind seeing Russell versus Tank, but I think Tank versus Russell's a bad fight for Russell too. I think that's a bad fight, man. I think that's a bad fight for Russell. I want to see Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz. I think that'll be a better fight than some people think. I would like to see Russell versus Santa Cruz. Don't want to see Russell versus Guillermo Rigondeaux, though. Tank might gas. I don't know why Ronald, what have you seen in Tank that would make you think he would gas? Other than the fact that he's not fought. He hasn't gone a lot of rounds. But I don't know why he would. I've not seen anything that would tell me that he would gas. I've never seen Tank gas. Most Sauce, Tank versus Farmer. Who you got? I got Tank. Tank by a stoppage or a brutal beatdown and a towel thrown in. I don't think Tevin Farmer's on Tank's level. What do I think is next for Ugas? Probably if if Errol Spence beats Sean Porter and he can't make the fight against the Manny Pacquiao fight can't be made, I would suspect that it would be Errol. I would see an Ugas Spence happening at some point. I know I'm not seeing Ugas Manny Pacquiao, and I doubt I see Ugas. I doubt very much that I'll see Ugas versus Terrence Crawford, even though I think that would be a good fight that could be made. I do believe Ugas versus Tank could be Ugas versus Terrence Crawford is a fight that should be made for Terrence Crawford because that's a better fight. He's one of the better welterweights. Why no Rigo versus Russell? Because I just think that the ship has sailed on that. I think that Rigondeaux needs to be at 122 pounds. I don't think Rigo needs to be at 126. I would like to see Rigondeaux fight the other guys at 122. I would rather see the unification of the guys that are already at 126, whether that's, Josh Warrington, Leo Santa Cruz, Gary Russell. Who's the other champ over there at 126? It's Josh Warrington, Gary Russell, Leo Santa Cruz, and who else? Is it Carl Frampton? Carl Frampton doesn't have a belt. He lost it to Josh Warrington. So I would rather see what's going on. Hey, man, thanks for subscribing, man. Yeah, not Raja. Ugas will be Crawford's first real opponent at 147. I think that's a fight I would love to see. And that's a dangerous, that is a legitimate 147-pound, top 147-pound fighter if Terrence Crawford fought him. I think Rigo's legs are gone. He was very flat-footed these days. I think he said what he wanted to do was be more exciting. So he wasn't moving around all over the place. So he did, but I thought he took too many shots. I definitely thought Rigondeaux took too many shots. But he's 40 years old. He's 40 years old now, man. So he's not going to be able to move like he was moving. I lean towards Bud by decision. Yeah, I would take Bud by decision. If he can stop Ugas, that's something. If he fought Ugas and stopped Ugas, then I'd be like, okay, that is something. Now I'm like, oh man, him and Spence, that makes Spence and him a better fight, right? Tank is seemingly getting more accurate. Yeah, I've always thought he's very accurate. I liked how he behaved this fight. I like the fact that he wasn't into a lot of nonsense this fight. Sam Alvarado, I feel like Ugas is a bit overrated. I've never watched a good Ugas fight. Porter, New Ray Robinson, etc. Just not my guy. Yeah, but he's in tough fights. He's in tough fights. He beat Ray Robinson, and Porter. A lot of people thought he beat Porter, right? So, and he's getting more experience doing it. Delorme almost beat Ugas. I got to go back and watch that, but he didn't beat him, did he? But I think it's still a good fight. I think it's a good fight. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I'm not favoring him to beat. I'm not favoring him to beat Terrence Crawford, but I think that Ugas is legitimately one of the top 6 welterweights. What happened to Nicholas Walters? I haven't seen him since he lost. He put a lot of money on a fight. He put a lot of money on that fight that he threw against Lomachenko. He was like, he got some bookie to give him. He got some bookie some money. So he got some third party to place a bet on what round he would get knocked out. Bet his whole purse. Quit in the corner. No need to fight anymore. But on the real, he's probably signed a top rank. And Bob Arum was like, I have no time for you. I'm not giving you any more fights. Bob Arum probably threw him away. Bob Arum threw him in the trash. Like Bob Arum threw Guillermo Rigondeaux. He tried to throw Guillermo Rigondeaux in the trash. That's what Bob Arum does. Like he tried to keep his foot on the neck of Floyd Mayweather. Ron Figler said KO Bud is a KOologist. Ask anybody. Hey man, he's nice. The way he got David Benavidez with that left, was it a left hook uppercut? Was it a left? I think it was it was like a left hook. No, a right. It was a right hook, left uppercut, right? So yeah, it was a left hook, right uppercut. That yak. No, it was on this side of him, so it was a boop, right uppercut. Yeah, it was a left hook to get him there, uppercut to get him. Put him nicely right where he wanted. Knew exactly what his tendency was, did it, and hit him with everything and got him. Last ditch effort to knock him out and did it. Home run, but he almost went the distance with that boy. He almost went the distance with that David put peg leg Benavidez. One leg Benavidez. It's peg. Man, you got to treat Texas Bubba 6. You got to treat him with respect. It's peg leg Benavidez. No, I wasn't impressed. I mean, none of it has. Definitely, who was his last fight? Was that his last fight? No, Amir Khan was his last fight. So, no, I definitely wasn't impressed by Amir Khan. Yeah, he's had some, not quite the Tyson Fury level of BS. But, peg leg is peg leg Benavidez, dog. Like that tap dancer. We used to hop on that leg, tap dance on one leg. Khan has a glass jaw, so it doesn't count. And peg leg had one leg. And Jeff Horn, he beat Jeff Horn. By accumulation, they just stopped. He's knocked him out on his feet, though, didn't he? Khan versus Bam Bam. Bam Bam. Oh, you talking about what's Bam Bam's name, man? I can't believe I'm forgetting Bam Bam's name. What is Bam Bam's name? Just got knocked out by Danny Garcia. What is Bam Bam? Yeah, Brandon Bam Bam Rios. There you go. Brandon Rios. Yeah, man. I liked Brandon Rios, man. Brandon Rios talks that good-ish. Brandon Rios talks that good-ish. He always talk up a storm, dog. Him and Mike Alvarado ruined each other. But that was some entertaining fights. That was that Rock'em Sock'em Robots at its finest. Bud didn't deserve a title shot in his first 147. I'll put it this way. He deserved one. He just didn't deserve to be the mandatory in my book. That he should have got that. He should have gotten that as a voluntary. Like if Jeff Horn wanted to pick him, right? If Jeff Horn wanted to pick him and say, I want to fight Terrence Crawford, I wouldn't have had any issue. I'd be like, damn, Jeff Horn picked Terrence Crawford, right? I just don't like the system of a guy moving up from even a guy that was a champion in a weight class and immediately becoming a mandatory. I think if you move up in weight classes, you need to be up. You have to fight some fights in that weight class. You know what I mean? That's like some kid just, some junior high school student just immediately going to turn to high school, and all of a sudden he's a starting point guard. Why? Oh, he started in his 8th grade team. So we're starting him on varsity. No, dog, you got to earn your spot, man. Your junior high school career is over. Start again. That's what I believe as far as like a champion moving up. And I would say that for anybody. You need like Alexander Usyk has not had a heavyweight championship fight yet, but he's guaranteed a champ. He's guaranteed a title shot. That's BS, man. In my book. No, I don't like it, but people do what they do. It ain't WFO, whatever Fanon orders. This channel is though, so don't get to popping off at the lips because he will toss you. Rios knocked out Ramon Alvarez not long ago. Now Ramon Alvarez fighting Lara for his title. Lara doesn't have a title. What title is Lara? Is that a different Lara? What Lara is that? That must be a different Lara with a title. Because I know Eris Landy doesn't have one. GGG ranked number 4. And look, man, Spence would snap Crawford's neck easy. Dallas, Texas style, baby. It'd be a good, man. I want to see the fight, man. We'll see. Act right, though, man. That's on Bud, though. And I'm going to say it and say it again. That's on Bud. Dog, you want to get the best fights, man? Step out your comfort zone and make the best fights happen. Step out your comfort zone. Lauren Alvarez will have interim WBA on the line. Which Miami Snoopy. Is that are you talking about the 154 WBA regular or the WBA interim? That should just sound, Eris Landy Lara deserves it, though. He's a long reigning champion who got robbed against Canelo, in my opinion. But that's me rarely saying robbery. For now, you know who's going to, Sir Flame, you know who's going to come out of the woods, works talking about Bud? Oh, so for now, you know who's going to come out the woodworks talking about Bud? No, who are you talking about, Sir Flame? What are you talking about? Who's going to come out the woodwork talking? Oh! Drink more water. Where you at, drink more water? I never realized drink more. Yeah, I know you talking. I didn't realize, does drink more water comment on anything other than Bud? That's a Bud fan right there, boy. That's a Bud fan. Yeah, I got you. Took me a second. Yep. Drink more water. Where you at, man? I think that's Bud's cousin. Enos and Bud would be a good fight. Texas Bubby. Yeah, it's too early. Jerron in, it's a little too early. Yeah, I got that. A little early. Miami Snoopy, WBA 154-pound interim title. Another fighter is fighting for the vacant WBA regular after Castano vacated. Hey, man, Castano gonna get beat up, man. I think that's another dude I think juiced up. Like, man, can you wear your PEDs even more on your shoulder? F that. Is he better than the Green Machine? You know, that's a matter of time before he fights the Meat Machine. What's going on, Homage? Peace to you, man. Brawner at 140. I mean, if he can make 140, he got a chance to do some things with some people at 140. You know, he's got some things to do. He's fought tough competition. I mean, he lost to Mikey Garcia. Who did he just lose? He lost to Manny Pacquiao. You know, I wish they would just give him some food. Okay? Just give him some food. Feed Adrian Brawner somebody, dog. Feed him somebody. Give Adrian Brawner, damn, dog, will you at least do Adrian Brawner like Tyson Fury's doing? Go find somebody that ain't got no chance whatsoever to beat Adrian Brawner. Let him fight 3 of them in a row, okay? Adrian Brawner has earned it. Brothers UK, much love in that super chat. He said, peace for now. What do you think about Bud versus Ray Leonard at 147? Much love. Ray Leonard. I take Ray Leonard. That I don't think is a good fight for Bud. Ray Leonard is very fast. He hits very, very hard. He's aggressive. He has great footwork. It would be a tactical fight. And Bud, I don't think Bud is going to outthink Sugar Ray Leonard, but Sugar Ray Leonard will outpunch Bud. People don't lunch. That's a start at that weight 147 dude, okay? He ain't no dude that started at 135 and moved up. That's a real 147 pounder right there, dude. That's a real 147 pounder. I'm going to tell you who else who knocks Bud out. Tommy Hearns. Snoozes Terrence Crawford. Those guys are real. That's why I'm saying I got a hard time picking Bud and Errol, because Errol's a real 147 pounder and is a real talented 147 pounder. Like, their weight classes for reasons, and the dudes that are really in that, you can move up weight classes, and the more weight classes you move up, the more it becomes about skill. But when Bud was at the lower weight classes, it wasn't it didn't have to be about skill. It could be about speed and just dominating somebody. But nah, what's going on, BFTB in the building? Nah, man, he don't want no. I don't think he wants Ray Leonard. Ray Leonard is one of the best. Ray Leonard was one of the best. Thomas Hearns, one of the best. Now, Thomas Hearns kind of chinny. Tommy Hearns got he's got the tall man complex, tall, skinny man complex. He's kind of chinny. He got a little Marcus Brown in him. He got a little Tyson Fury in him. Aaron Pryor, Bud, that's a great fight. That's a great fight. That's a great fight. I'm not going to say I know who wins Aaron Pryor and Bud because they're around the same size. Aaron Pryor is a monster, though. He getting that pound of flesh for sure. He's getting that pound of flesh for sure. I'm going to tell you, Aaron Pryor beats Bud. Let me tell you, if Bud wins that fight, I'll put it this way. If Bud wins that fight, Bud ain't coming out the same. Bud ain't gonna the same Bud that goes in that ring ain't coming out that ring. No, you're not coming in. He ain't coming in. He ain't going out the same way he came in. That's the problem. Bud might win the battle, but lose the war. Because he ain't coming out the same. That's an animal. That's what you call an animal. Okay? An animal. Bud, Paul Williams. Bud, Paul Williams. Bud and Duran, Bud. Bud over Duran. I think Bud has what it takes to beat Duran. But it'll be a hell of a fight. Ray Robinson. Come on, Brothers UK. Much love in that super chat. Ray Robinson. Too big. Ray Robinson, too big, too fast. Too big, too fast, hit too hard. Bud versus Hopkins at 154. Hopkins by murder. If he can get down to 154, Hopkins by murder. Career-ending. Hopkins by career-ending injury. No, seriously, man, that's a serious dude there. That's a serious dude. No. Bud is a 100. Bud is a bit of a tweener, but man, maybe 147 is his best. But at 135, I'd like to see Bud fight guys like I think Bud could probably beat Cheeto. No, I think Bud could have a good shot against Tito. I think Bud's got a good shot against Tito because of his mobility. I think he's got a chance against Tito because of the mobility. Bud versus Gotti. Bud by murder. Bud by murder, dude. Bud by murder. Spence versus Winky. Spence. Winky's made for Spence. Winky Wright is literally perfectly made for Spence. He's going to be right there. No. Bad matchup for Winky. Much love in that super chat. Bad matchup for Winky. Winky, yeah, Bud versus Armstrong. Armstrong by knockout. Ooh, by knockout. I'm taking nobody over Armstrong. I'm telling you right now, from lightweight to 147, I take nobody over Armstrong. You got to prove it to me. Henry Armstrong, you have to prove it to me. That style is ugly. I mean, dog. I mean, he could hold his own. He's got the size. He's a 154-pounder. I think it's a bad matchup for him, though, because that's a war. That's there right there. That's a lot, but he's bigger. Fanon, you saying Bud is going to walk over there, but he's going to limp back? Yeah, exactly. He's gonna walk over to He gonna run over there to Hawk, and he's gonna limp back for sure. Woolbag Bud versus 2015 Floyd. 15? What is the 15 Floyd? The Pacquiao Floyd? Is that 15? Is that the Pacquiao Floyd? Bud. The Bud right now over 2015 Floyd, I might have to go with Bud. You're talking about a 2015. You're talking about a 2013 Floyd. You're talking about a 2013, 2012 Floyd. Floyd in 2015 he's over it. That's a past prime Floyd versus a prime Bud. Now, 3 years ago, Floyd was 39 years old. He was 38 years old. Bud, Canelo stops him. Canelo stops him. What's blasphemy? What's blasphemy? That Bud could beat Floyd when Bud is 32 and Floyd is 38? I would pick Bud. Just telling you. I would pick Bud. From what I can see, I pick Bud. But if you're talking about the Bud, if you're talking about a Floyd, that fought maybe Victor Ortiz, I'll take Bud. I would take Floyd. I just think that Floyd at a certain point in time, dude, at a certain point in time, you get old. Bud versus Ezra Charles. Ezra Charles is too big. Ezra Charles is too big. You trying to get Bud beat up by dudes way bigger than him. But I'm not taking anybody over Armstrong. In a fight, a straight up fight, maybe Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson versus Henry Armstrong. Okay, because Ray's bigger than him. But lightweight, at lightweight, nobody beats Armstrong. Go watch his fights, and you tell me anybody beats him. That is they say, he said, I am flow mode supreme. That's all right for him. It's all good. It's all good. Woolbag said the Floyd that fought Canelo versus current Spence. Canelo, dog, look, man. Floyd is a 135-pound fighter. He's a 135-pound fighter that just is so good that he could fight bigger guys at 140 and 137 and 147. I think people do a disservice to Floyd by thinking of him as a welterweight. Think of him as a 135-pounder. Think of him as a 135-pound fighter. And what he did at that weight class, the Diego Corrales Floyd, the Arturo Gatti Floyd, the Angel Man Freddie Floyd. That Floyd is Floyd. That's the truth. Money Mayweather was the truth. Pretty Boy Floyd was the truth. Okay? Pretty Boy was the truth. But I can't take anybody over Armstrong. His style is too intense for me to believe that, for me to just straight out pick somebody to beat that dude at his best. This shit that he was doing, how he would just dip in, like he dip under the jab dip and he's right there, head in your chest. His inside fighting was so ugly. If you can't keep that dude head off your chest, you're going to get beat up badly. Badly. He's got such a unique style that I think it would be just so hard for somebody to deal with that. Plus, Armstrong was on the ladies, Lena Horne, Dorothy Dandridge, and Josephine Baker. Armstrong was a man in the ring and out. Dog, he touched up on Lena Horne, Dandridge, and Josephine Baker. What? Hey, dog, Armstrong was running it, dog. That's what's up. Yeah, dog, I'm telling you, if you ain't familiar with Armstrong, go watch him. It's just such it's not an ugly style. It's quite beautiful, but it's just so like, that's not like anything that's nothing like what you see. He said Pimp Supreme. Yeah, them some dimes. Hey, Lena Horne, Dorothy Dandridge, and Josephine Baker. Dog, them some dimes right there. He was running on them top on that. I say he did have that little split laid back, didn't he? But he ain't no joke, man. I'm telling you. It's very difficult for me to pick. It's very difficult for me to pick against Armstrong. Just because of that, because his style is so like a lot of people would say, like, oh, Floyd, look at the accomplishments of Manny Pacquiao and look at the accomplishments of Armstrong, or look at what their resumes say and their arm, this shit and all that. Dog, look at how that dude fights. Look at how he fights. I got you. I got you. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. I got you. He said, damn it, and I got you. You know I was aiming for you, and I got you. You can't duck forever, Fahim. You can't duck forever. Yeah. You cannot duck forever. Can't duck that fade forever, boy. That's up. Or sir, I ain't gonna call you boy. But look, KQKC coming up next. Thank you for everybody for tuning in to the live stream today. We'll be back tomorrow. Bud Beast De La Hoya. I didn't miss you. I got you, dog. You said, damn it, didn't you? You said, God damn, you cussed. I had to hit you. I had to hit you. If you got hit, be honest about it. Okay? God, dog, sorry, haven't been around. Complications with dialysis. I'm back on deck. Now, us, what's up, man? Big Rough. And, man, and I know dialysis is rough, man, so gone for you, man. Stay strong. Anyway, much love to everybody in the super chat. Henry Armstrong. Henry, is it? Well, I say Hank. That's the, yeah, Henry Armstrong. I would think Louis Armstrong. Henry Armstrong. Henry Armstrong. I don't know if that's what he goes by. Maybe he has a different one if you're trying to quiz me. But dude, they got tape of him on YouTube. Go watch how he fights. That's hell. That is what you call, was he fighting 15 rounds? What's 15, 45 minutes? That's 45 minutes of hell. That's 45 minutes of guaranteed hell. You don't want to fight nobody like that. That's every second. That's every second of every round. You working, you getting hit to the body, getting hit to the chest, you getting hit to the head, you getting touched up. It's just a bloody, stinking war. It's the most intense. It's like Sean Porter, but can fight. His style is like Sean Porter, but very, 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 very good on the inside. Not mugging and mauling and just doing that, but doing what Sean Porter does when he gets inside, but being right there and really beating you up once he gets there. Not mugging you, holding you, scraping your glove, headbutting you, elbowing you, shoving you off, and starting again like Porter does. He's walking inside your jabs. Like this dude will throw jabs. He'll just dip, and he's right there. And it's like rinse and repeat. Every round it starts, the guy tries to do the jab, tries to keep him out with a jab, and he whoop, right underneath that jab, head to the chest, bop, mixes. Crazy, dude. His style is something serious. Anyway, it is what it is. Much love in the super chat. And with that, I'm out. Peace.